The empty box in a small American town, decorated with twinkling Christmas lights and frosty winter air, a hardworking man named Michael struggled to find joy. He lived with his vibrant 3-year-old daughter, Emma. Despite his deep love for her, financial struggles and stress had clouded his heart, causing him to lose patience and overlook the magic of everyday moments. Emma, bursting with imagination, filled their home with laughter, believing in the enchantment of the season. She adored glittery decorations and the spirit of Christmas, often bringing smiles with her silly jokes. However, as winter weighed heavily on Michael, he became increasingly irritable, even as Emma's spirit soared. One gray afternoon, Michael returned home, exhausted, to find his living room transformed into a chaotic display of crumpled gold wrapping paper. In the center of the mess sat Emma, adorned with tape, singing off-key. Instead of embracing her creativity, Michael's frustration spilled over. He scolded her for wasting expensive paper, unaware of the damage his words caused. Emma's face fell, her joyful spirit dimmed by his anger. That night, while Michael watched television, Emma quietly persisted with her secret project, her laughter echoing in the background. The sound tugged at Michael's heart, but he couldn't shake off the weight of his worries. Christmas morning arrived, filled with anticipation. When Michael entered the living room, Emma greeted him with an excited smile, presenting a beautifully decorated gold box. Michael, expecting a tangible gift, felt a sudden embarrassment from the previous day's outburst. As he opened the box, he found it empty, and frustration surged again. But Emma looked up with tears in her eyes, explaining that it was filled with her kisses, tiny tokens of love for whenever he felt sad. For a moment, silence enveloped them, the gentle strains of Christmas music playing in the background. It was then that the gravity of his actions struck Michael. He kneeled and embraced Emma, his heart breaking at the realization of his cruelty. He apologized repeatedly, vowing to cherish every moment. Emma, ever forgiving, playfully reminded him not to judge gifts before opening them. From that day forward, Michael shifted his focus, relishing the time spent with Emma. Together they built snowmen, baked cookies that barely resembled food, and shared laughter that filled their home. The gold box became treasured, symbolizing their bond. Whenever life became overwhelming, Michael opened it, envisioning Emma's invisible kisses lifting his spirits. As years unfolded, Emma grew into a remarkable girl, joyfully spreading kindness. Michael understood the near loss of their relationship due to anger and vowed never to let stress overshadow their love. However, life has its cruel twists. One fateful evening, tragedy struck when a car accident claimed Emma's life at just 8 years old. Michael's world shattered, leaving him engulfed in silence. The joyful songs, playful moments, and love that once radiated from their home vanished. In his darkest hours, Michael found solace in the gold box. Opening it, he conjured memories of Emma's love, her laughter echoing in his heart. For the first time since losing her, he smiled through tears, realizing that her love remained alive within him. The box became a reminder that love never truly fades. As time passed, Michael became known as a kind man in his community. Each Christmas, he shared small gold boxes filled with notes about love and kindness, spreading Emma's spirit further. When questioned about the empty boxes, he explained, "They're filled with what you can't see." His story stirred hearts and encouraged families to reconnect. One Christmas Eve, a young boy asked about the greatest gift Emma gave. Michael held the old gold box, recalling its significance. "She taught me love isn't measured by objects or money. The smallest gifts often hold the biggest heart," he replied. The boy contemplated his words and concluded, "So invisible kisses are stronger than real presents?" With a soft laugh, Michael affirmed, "Much stronger. Love remains forever, beyond material things." That snowy evening, Michael sat by his window holding the gold box close, knowing Emma's love enveloped him. Though she was gone, her spirit whispered in the quiet, reminding him, "Daddy, it's not empty." He learned to value every moment and the love surrounding him, cherishing the most precious treasures of life. Moral of the story: never let anger, stress, or money blind you to the love people give you. The smallest acts of love are often the greatest treasures in life. Cherish your family, forgive quickly, and appreciate every moment before it becomes a memory.